Good morning. I'm Erin McNeil, and I'm the Library Media Specialist at Campobello Grambling School. I'm here with two of my sixth grade friends, Josiah and Veedy, and we have been working through their world history class with Miss Whitlow to create podcasts on Buddhism and Hinduism as a review for the end of course testing. Here at CGS, we have also been working with other grade levels too, creating podcasts. Right now, for example, we are working with first grade to create podcasts of their original books that they have authored this school year. Today, the three of us are going to show you how to use the Synth program from the teacher's perspective and from the student's perspective. Guys, do you want to share anything about the process?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Willow and Ms. McNeil made us take a look at how we use voice in our writing. We talked about making our podcast interesting but also informative. We had to make our writing more like a conversation, and we even included some jokes in our writing.
We mostly had to focus on really knowing the topic of Buddhism so that our writing and podcast would make sense. Our teachers helped us use credible resources to help us find facts instead of just using Google for the information. We also had to write out every word of our script, which made us really focus on how we write, like Josiah said, and how we read the words with emotion and tone.
So now to our screencast to give you a better overview of how to use the Synth program and app. Podcasting is a great way to give our students a voice through both their writing and their physical voice. At CGS, we have been using the GoSynth website to create student podcasts. There is also a Synth app available on iTunes. Like other programs, you first want to create yourself an account using your Google credentials. The services are free for educators. Once you've created an account, yours will look similar to my page, but without the other podcast. Synth allows users to create short podcasts that are 256 seconds long, which is a little over 4 minutes. So for our tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a podcast. So you click on Create a Podcast, and then you give the podcast a hashtag name. Click down in the bottom right-hand corner, Start Podcast. And then this allows me to share my podcast with others. Now, what we want to be able to do with our students is this one right here that says Add Participants with Code. So distribute this code with the web link to provide participant access. We want to copy the web link and code, and then we can paste it either and send it in an email, as you will see I did with my sixth grade students, or you can post it into Google Classroom. So the students will be able to go directly to the podcast and then enter this code in order to participate since they are not yet 16. If students are over 16, they can go ahead and create their own account. But if not, this provides them access to the GoSynth. So once I have done this, and once I have logged in and put in my code as a student, I can create a podcast by clicking the plus sign. You can see where your maximum time is. You can either upload an audio file. You can also turn on whether it's just your microphone based or if it's a webcam based as well. If I click Start, and then I'm going to record my intro or my beginning to my podcast. Good morning. We are working on our Tip Tick 2 tip. If you mess up, that's okay. Just hit stop and start over. Re-record. Good morning. We are working on our Tech Tip Tuesday. I would love for you to comment back as a podcast and share with me your ideas on GoSynth that you could use in your classroom. Then I hit the stop button. Click Done. I can add some chimes, some music. Click Next. Change my title. I can add a hashtag. Click Next, and then I can send it. Once I have done that, I can play my podcast and listen to it. I can share it with others. I can hit an X button, exit out, and then I can see my podcast. Now, with this, students can add here and create others, or you can have them click on the podcast that you did and create a thread so that everything for one topic is underneath that thread. I'm going to show you an example over here. So if I click on my podcast, I can see where I created the Buddhism and Hinduism podcast with my 6th grade students. And this is what it looks like if they just click on the plus sign and they all have theirs under here. What I've been trying to do now as we do our new ones is click on CGS Wildcats, and then I'm creating separate podcasts for our different topics that we're doing. So first up is Miss Nix's 1st grade class and their recordings of their original book. I can scroll down through here, and the students created a thread to record the students reading their books up underneath this section. I can share again using the link right here. I can play my podcast, my introduction, and then I can click on here to like and comment and do so forth right below there. Go Synth is super easy. I love it. I love that it gives our students a voice. Kids that don't normally speak up have loved creating their podcast. I can't wait to see what and how we use this in our district, and I would love to hear of any ideas that you have and share them with each other. Thanks for watching our Tech Tip Tuesday on Go Synth.
Hey everybody, we're going to be showing you how to use GoSynth to make a podcast.
So your teacher will share a link with you in the Google Classroom or Gmail, and you want to click on that link. It will take you to the GoSynth page where you can log in.
First, you have to make sure your teacher gives you a code and you're logging in. So first, I'll log in with my account. Please don't look at my picture. I look so ugly on this picture.
And you want to sign in with Google and choose your account. Once you click that, it will take you to this page. You have to put in a code that your teachers give you. It will be with
right
the
here.
link. So
let's make sure it's not down. Okay.
So you want to click
the plus button, and you have 256 seconds to record. And once you record, it starts your whole thing.
So when you click record, it will be recording. And once you're done, you just click it again.
And then you go through done.
If you want to play it, you can.
And if you want to make stuff with it,
like you want to add music and stuff.
And then mashnets. And you put hashtag, all those.
The title and everything. And you click next. And click send to
your teacher.
To make sure that your teacher sees it.
Just to show y'all something, we can show you it right here.
We created our own podcast on Buddhism, and we just want to show you guys a little clip of it.
We had lots of jokes in it.
You can see your other friends' podcasts too. If you want to, you can click their podcast.
Podcast, to the Joe to the V podcast, we'll be discussing the religion Buddhism.
What? It's not Buddhism, it's Buddhism. Do not be disrespectful to their religion.
Well, I thought it was Buddhism, but let's get to talking.
Hey Joe, did you know that the founder of Buddhism was Siddhartha Gautama?
Yes, I knew that. What exactly did he do?
Well, his parents never let him leave his house because they wanted.
So that is a piece of our podcast.
Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time learning how to make a podcast
with using the website GoSynth.
So as always, I hope you have a great week.